All right, so we've explained this before. ETH BTC chart is basically showing the performance of Ethereum over Bitcoin. Okay, so as this chart is going down, that means Ethereum is underperforming what Bitcoin is doing. Therefore, Bitcoin is a better hold. Alt season happens whenever Ethereum starts drastically outperforming Bitcoin. So we've been in a perpetual downtrend, the opposite of BTC dominance, for the past 4 years, right? Alt season, where is it at? March 21. ETH BTC pumps that into May 21. That's whenever Dogecoin went to 95 billion last cycle. That's alt season right there. Okay. And then again in December 21, which was the second top for Bitcoin was in November 21. The altcoin top was in December 21. Boom. There you go. ETH BTC pumped again in December 21. It correlates exactly. So then we've been in a downtrend and we get here where, hold on a second. Notice something. Did the trend just break? Did we just make a higher low? Over here, everything is downtrend, 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 right? Lower highs, lower lows, lower low, lower low. Okay, kind of broke up a little bit over here, but lower lows. Downtrend, boom, right here. We pumped a little bit, higher low. This is going to start going like this into Q1, Q2. And when that starts pumping again, the boys club memes are going to go fucking parabolic. And that's why you're holding those puppies. So this is going to start doing this.
Yeah. And I mean, I think it's just like to think that Bitcoin has been gaining dominance for 2 years straight and has already broken out to, 40, 50% above previous range highs. And to think that Ethereum has been losing dominance and just ranging for 2 years, and to think that Ethereum is never going to break out, like that it's just never going to get even above range highs, let alone go into price discovery like Bitcoin has already, is just, I think it's insane. I mean, there's no way that this entire thing is going to lead to Ethereum going up to 4,100 and then that's it. Like there's no way.
Yeah.
Because it's like we're not the only, like I think it's important for everyone to know, like we're not the only ones that pay attention to this. And I think sometimes people psych themselves out because they think, oh, well, everyone knows this, so the market makers aren't going to allow it to happen. It's like, who do you think was accumulating this entire time? It's like the market makers have been accumulating this entire time. They need to make a profit also. It's like, yeah, they're trying to make themselves as profitable as they can be. They're going to try and shake Jeets out of the market. They're going to try and shake people out of their long positions. Like the market was super, super heavy leveraged the past few weeks because everyone was just expecting it to be up only for the rest of the year.
Yep.
So the market makers, they know that they got to get these people out of these long positions so they're not getting fucking rinsed on these pumps. But yeah, the market makers have been accumulating for months. They're wanting to make money on their positions too. And it's like, yeah, obviously everyone knows this. Like everyone pays attention to previous cycle trends and is expecting it to repeat itself because crypto is very cyclical and history does definitely repeat itself.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I think there's no way that Ethereum after all this time and all this accumulation and all this ranging is going to peak out at 41, 4,200. There's just no way.
It's not a chance. Of course not.
Not after Bitcoin's performed the way it has and is continuing to do.
Exactly. Exactly. And this is what the smart money, this is what they want you to think. They want you to think that it's over for Ethereum, that Ethereum's not going to do much. Oh, we're not going to have an alt season, blah, 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 blah. And that's exactly what they want you to think. Why? Because while you think Ethereum's not going to do anything, that's when Larry Fink, BlackRock, all these major financial institutions are accumulating that asset in order to go ahead and get a better position than you and front run you for whenever it does start pumping and then you start buying their bags, right? Larry Fink, all these TradFi companies, the reason they approved ETFs for Ethereum and they're pumping all this money into the Ethereum network is because they're building tech and they're building infrastructure on the Ethereum ecosystem. Therefore, they want to own a lot of Ethereum. So while Bitcoin's pumping and stealing the show right now, and people are making a bunch of money off of Bitcoin, that's perfect for them. Because if Bitcoin's pumping, they're not interested necessarily in buying more Bitcoin. They're interested in accumulating Ethereum because it's not sexy right now. This is how people make money in the markets. You have to understand this and think this way. You buy the asset and you accumulate the asset when it's not sexy. That's the only way to make money. You have to get that through your head. So what Larry Fink, BlackRock, these massive companies are doing with these ETFs is they're accumulating so much of this Ethereum asset, building on Ethereum to then go ahead and make it the premier asset down the road. That's exactly what's going to happen. So that rotation from Bitcoin is what we're waiting for. So you see this Ethereum chart from last cycle, it peaked out at 4,800. There's just no way that you're not going to get a move. You're telling me you can't get a move up to, a 2x from previous cycle all-time highs? Because if you look at it like this, right? Let's look at it from the previous cycle for Ethereum just to give you guys an idea. So 2021 November is when Ethereum topped out at about 48.68, right? Last cycle, 2017, so January 18 is actually whenever it peaked. Let's go ahead and put that right here. Okay. So Ethereum from this cycle, or from previous cycle to the 2017 cycle bull run, it did what? It did a 237% move, right? So you're telling me we can't get, even if you factor in the law of diminishing returns, you think that there's no way we can do as big of a move from last cycle? It's law of diminishing returns, no way. Okay, so you're telling me it can't go up 100%, a 2x from its previous all-time high? So you're telling me now from 57 or 4,700, 4,800, we can't get to 10K on Ethereum? 10K on Ethereum would be light. And we think it's going to go higher than that just based off of the fibs that we have drawn out and the different situations that we've basically laid out for Ethereum. We do believe it's going to go higher than that, but you're telling me at the very least it can't do 10K? Of course it can. That's only a 100% move.
What did it do from the lows?
Oh, yeah, that's a great point. So from the lows, yeah, that's a great point. So from the bear market lows, let's put it on like this one right here. Whoop. Hold on. There it is. From the lows, it did 6,000%, a 60x.
Yeah. And it's like, you guys see where that started. Yeah, I mean, like, this isn't supposed to be a time where Ethereum's really performing all that well. It's like, it's happened every single year. It's the year following the Bitcoin halving is when Ethereum starts to perform really well. So obviously we had the Bitcoin halving earlier this year. This year was the election year. It's always the following year whenever Ethereum outperforms Bitcoin for pretty much the entire calendar year. So obviously it's hard to realize that because we've already gotten so many great gains out of the altcoins, which is incredible. And that should be really exciting for you guys that we've already gotten this kind of return out of the boys club whenever we're not even in historical ETH season yet. It's like we've been preaching that. It's like Ethereum's doing nothing and these altcoins are moving up hundreds of percents from the lows. So yeah, I mean, we're not supposed to be seeing the crazy ETH movement that we've seen in previous cycles. We're not even supposed to be seeing it yet. Right. It's like we're not even there yet. So yeah, I mean, I think it's just business as usual. And I mean, I think this pullback by the end of, Q2, Q3, 2025, you guys are going to look back at this pullback on the chart. It's going to be pretty insignificant. Same thing with the August 5th pullback. You look back on it now, doesn't seem like that big of a deal. But whenever you're in it, it seems really bad. Whenever you get up and your portfolio over 2 days is down 30%, it doesn't feel small whenever you're in it. But yeah, in the grand scheme of things, once we get more into 2025 and into ETH season, you guys are going to look back on these pullbacks. It's going to be a blip on the chart.
Exactly. Blip. So, and think about it. Ethereum makes 150% move from its previous cycle all-time high. It's at $12,300. We've done this on videos before. Go back and watch my videos that I've uploaded about this. Ethereum does 150% move. I mean, from where it's at right now, I mean, Ethereum would be, think about it. ETH is at 33 right now, 33.38. That's a 300% move if it goes to $12,000, right? So think about it from just where it's at right now. If Ethereum does a 4x from where it's at right now, how many X's is Pepe going to do? What, 4? Probably at least 10. So Pepe does a 10X. Brett's going to do how many X's? 14? 12? Andy's going to do how many X's? At least 15 to 20. Wolf's going to do how many X's? 20? 25? If we get it to go to 12.3 thousand Ethereum. So like that's the moves that you're about to start seeing. This is the best part of the cycle. This is exactly what you've been waiting for. Just from right here, a 4x on Ethereum if it goes to 150% of its previous all-time high. And then the one other point I'll make too, you were talking about that August 5th nuke, right? That's whenever everybody was losing their shit. Japan liquidated themselves. We get that August 5th nuke right here. This is on the weekly time frame. This is why you guys have to zoom out. It just created this massive wick. It opened the week at Ethereum opened the week at $2,700, nuked on August 5th to 2,000, and closed the week at 2,500 within 150 points of where the week opened. Literally a blip in the radar. So everybody thinks it's over, and then within a couple of days, it literally closed only 150 points away from it where it opened the week, and then we had fucking done this and then pumped back up. Like it's just, again, these things. In the moment they suck, but you gotta understand it. You just buy, player. Just fucking buy, and then you'll see when the time is right, when the market conditions are correct. That's when you sell.